Picture the best young player in your hometown. The kind of player everyone knows is destined for greatness. They are fast, their ball control is mesmerizing, and they score goals that seem impossible. But years later, you realize something. That player never made it. They never got signed. They never made the jump to the professional level. You probably assume it was bad luck or injury, or that the scout was looking the other way at the wrong moment. But the truth is much simpler. The classic definition of talent is dead. The game has evolved rapidly, and the scout's notebook has evolved with it. What made a player stand out 10 years ago is now the bare minimum. By the year 2026, the demands of professional football are extreme. It is faster, it is more tactical, and it is less forgiving than ever before. If you are an upcoming player and you want to be noticed, you need to understand the new scouting formula. Because the scout isn't looking at what you think they are. Welcome to the channel. Before we break down exactly what scouts will be looking for in 2026, please take a moment to subscribe. Our mission is to provide upcoming players like you with the knowledge and advice needed to navigate the narrow path to professional football. Subscribe and ball, but they only know what to do when the ball is at their feet. The modern game requires more. Scouts are looking for players who scan. Players who have a mental map of the pitch before they ever receive the ball. They are checking if you... The best players in 2026 are like grandmasters in chess. They are not focused on the current move. They have already visualized the next three. They know when to speed up the game with a one-touch pass, overs. But they will be impressed by a player who consistently makes the correct, simple decision under pressure. This leads to the next crucial factor, off-the-ball contribution. Let me tell you a secret. You will likely only have the ball at your feet for about 90 seconds during a 90-minute match. That is it. So what are you doing for the other 87 minutes? A scout's eyes are trained to move away from the ball. They are watching how you occupy space when you don't have it. If your team is attacking, are you making purposeful runs to drag defenders out of position, even if you know you won't get the ball? Or are you just standing still, waiting for something to happen? They are also watching your defensive transition. The moment possession is lost, a professional player must instantly switch roles. Do you immediately react and put pressure on the ball, or do you jog back with your head down? In 2026, a lazy transition is the quickest way for a scout to close their notebook. What do you personally find is the hardest part of remaining focused when you don't have the ball? Let me know in the comments below, so we can address it in future videos. Technical ability can get you noticed, but your character will get you signed. This is where many of the most talented players fail. Scouts know that every single player on that pitch is going to make a mistake. What happens next is the most powerful indicator of your potential. When you give the ball away, or when the referee makes a decision you disagree with, what is your reaction? Scouts are looking for resilience. They want to see if your body language stays positive. They are looking for a player who will immediately dusting themselves off and refocus on the next play. If you spend time complaining, arguing with opponents, or throwing your hands up in frustration, you are telling the scout that you are not mentally strong enough for the professional game. Coachability is also vital. A professional environment is constant learning. At a trial, if a coach pulls you aside and gives you one small tactical instruction, do you try to implement it immediately? Or do you ignore it and play your own way? Clubs are investing in people they can trust in high-pressure environments. If you are not coachable, you are a liability. In 2026, the game is physically unforgiving, but athleticism is no longer just about brute strength or raw speed. It is about physical adaptability. Scouts are no longer looking for the biggest or the fastest players. They are looking for players who are explosive, agile, and most importantly, durable. Scouts are analyzing your deceleration. Can you stop and change direction instantly without losing balance? The modern game requires players to move with extreme speed in tight, congested spaces. Raw sprinting power is useless if you cannot control it. But the most undervalued physical trait in modern football is availability. The requirements of a professional are extreme. You must be ready to train intensely nearly every day and often play 2 high-level matches per week. A scout looks at your durability, your body mechanics, and how you naturally move to predict if you can survive the physical grind without constant injury. Finally, after all the data has been collected, after the video footage has been analyzed, there is one last, almost abstract factor: intuition. Many top scouts believe they can feel a player's presence on the pitch. It is difficult to define, but you know it when you see it. It is the perfect harmony of everything we have discussed: the confidence of having a tactical map in your brain, the desire shown by your work rate, and the calmness of your resilience. This X factor is what separates a player who happens to play football from a footballer. When you master these four pillars: intelligence, off-the-ball work, mentality, and adaptability, your natural presence will shine through. You become magnetic. You become impossible to ignore. The path to professional football in 2026 is extremely narrow, but it is not impossible. Understanding the modern requirements of the game gives you a massive advantage. Don't just be the most talented player in your area. Dedicate yourself to being the most intelligent, the hardest working off the ball, and the most mentally resilient person on the pitch. Thank you for watching. For more specific training, tactical advice, and guidance designed exclusively for upcoming footballers, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comments which of these areas you are going to focus on improving first. See you in the next one.